Hey Psychos, and welcome to History of the Name. So I'm going to be talking a bit more detailed depth of how I started Dark Psycho cosplay and how I got the name. If you would rather read these notes or like what I'm going to tell you, it'll be linked down below. There's a link in the description, and also don't forget to go to the Reddit. It's linked down below, and vote for what you want to see for tomorrow's video. What horror react do you want to see? It's not a big deal if you don't vote. I'll find something and we'll react to it, since this week is kind of just getting back into filming and trying to film every day. So far I've been doing... Anyways, so let's get started with the video. As I was saying at the beginning, I've always been a horror fan since I can remember. I've been watching horror movies since I was a small child. I've also always been the odd one out, or like the weirdo of the group. As cliche as that sounds, it's true. And I've always leaned towards cosplay as kind of like a security blanket, or a place where I felt like I belonged. I constantly was looking for that. If you see me looking towards this way, it's because my notes are on my computer. So I was always constantly trying to fit in or find somewhere or somehow to fit into groups, and I found that with cosplay. High school was traumatic, like it is for most, sadly. I was a loner for most of my life until I met Kiwi. Kiwi basically ran into my life. I didn't run into her, we didn't bump into each other. She ran at me at full speed. We met at camp when we were really little, and we had an instant connection. We only went to school together for 1 or 2 years because she's older and she was graduating. So I became a lonely potato again. And then I went to college and I met my group of friends. I mean, me and Kiwi obviously still hang out. She's my best friend and she means the world to me. So the middle of the story is, the summer before my junior year of high school, I started this channel, as you know. I constantly moved schools, so I was the new kid quite a lot. YouTube was a coping mechanism for me. I used it to help me with my severe depression and anxiety. So many people struggle with this, and my depression and anxiety is still pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it was when I was in high school. I've obviously found ways to cope with it that are healthy and not harming to me or anyone else. This was my way of connecting with people. Being on YouTube was how I connected with people. I mean, people I didn't even know, other YouTubers that I follow and I've been watching since YouTube was a thing. I just aged myself there. But anyways, I'm not that old. I'm only 24. But, so yeah, I would watch YouTube and I would connect with those people. And then I started making my own videos to connect with my community. And it had helped me cope with when I felt like isolating myself and just wanting to be alone and not joining the social game. It gave me a place to create and be the real me. I've always been the real me. Yeah, I may have a code name, but I'm still a dorky artist from a small rural town who cosplays and is a bit obsessed with horror movies. That's never changed. I've been the same person, but it's given me a way to enhance that part of me and express that part of me without feeling like I have to hide it. Because all of you have been so accepting and have stuck with me, even though I've decided to leave many times doing YouTube. Not for reasons you would think, nothing happened. I just decided it was time to stop and think about what I really wanted to do with the channel, and that's why I've made my comeback. Now the end of the story is I got to put the two things I love together, horror and cosplay. Horror is being added to the channel as we speak. I'm going to be trying to do more cosplay. And now I get to do this with Kiwi and Man in the Mask. You will see Man in the Mask more at some point, but obviously because of the pandemic. It's hard. We live in 2 different states, but yeah. So hopefully that will happen soon. We'll see. But not to put a downer on this video. I have wonderful people who support this dream and have my back. This is how I made the channel and how I decided what I wanted to call it. I've always loved horror and I've loved cosplay and I've always loved, like, horrific cosplay. Not like, oh my god, it's so bad. Not that type of horrific, but like, characters that are more towards like horror anime, horror movies, horror manga, all of that. The list goes on. And starting this channel was the best choice I made for myself. And that's how I got the name Dark Psycho Cosplay. There's a shorter version of how this happened, but this one's more detailed and it's a little more like organized. Anyways, hope you have a good day or night. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you would like to become a little psycho, and I will see you in the next video. Dark out.